Dear students, today I will teach you some grammar, basically those grammars that are expected in your examinations. Get ready. Suppose I am telling you, very simple question I am giving you. Suppose Sita dash a girl, within brackets B. You have to know here that there are 8 types of be verbs like is, are, was, were, be, been, being. When Sita is there, singular subject, so use is. Sita is a girl. This is the basis of grammar you have to know. Whenever you are trying to solve any grammatical questions, you remember the rules. Suppose I am telling you, questions come like this. If I were king, I dash you within brackets help. What is the rule? Simple rule is that whenever you find if I were, simple adds would plus verb. So if I were king, I dash you within bracket help means would help. And here remember, many students write past tense after modals. Many students write would helped, would went, would so. That's incorrect. Remember, the rule is that after modals you have to remember the present tense of the verb. Next question, if I had money, I dash you within brackets help. How to solve it? Similarly, whenever you find if I had, you have to fill it up with a would plus verb. If I had money, I would help you. Now remember, very simple thing. If I were, if I had means you have to add subject plus would plus man verb. Similarly, you frame 10 sentences using if I were, if I had. Suppose if I were a bird, I dash in the sky within bracket apply. Would apply. If I were a bird, I dash it within bracket peck, P-E-C-K, would peck. If I were bad, I dash you within bracket attack, would attack. If I had power, I dash you within bracket help, would punish. If I had power, I dash you within bracket help, would help. Similarly, remember all these lines. This conditional sentence, you have to remember the basic rules. That means simply you remember if I were plus subject plus would plus verb. Now come to the board and see. Grammar questions exemplified. I have written here, if I were hermit, means monk, says. I have told you, if you find, if I were simple, the very answer would comes to your mind, would. Why would? Because if I were is here. So after would, as you know, present tense of the verb, that is would help. If I were hermit, I would help you. Similarly, if I had, whenever you see if I were and if I had, as I have told you, use it here would. Why would? Because I had, if I had is there. So within bracket, that is would help. If I had plus noun, that means if I were king or if I had power, subject may be I, would plus verb. If I were king, that is king is a noun, I would help you, help is a verb. So remember this basic formula completely. You will never fail in the examination, you will never fail at a workplace. So grammar means you have to know a set of rules. After that, you will be master in answering grammatical questions, grammatical solutions, right under now. I dash before he came. Within brackets go. How to solve it? You have to remember the rules, otherwise you can write. So you will find before is there. So whenever you find before in a sentence or after in a sentence or by the time in a sentence, in short it is called ABB, after, before, by the time. You have to use past perfect or otherwise known as pluperfect. Remember, ABB, after, before, by the time. Suppose by the time Gandhi died, India dashed her freedom within bracket get. So by the time, whenever you find it, you have to bring it to mind that you have to use perfect or past perfect, that is had got. I posted the letter after I guess it, after each year, so within brackets right, you have to write had written. So these are the questions you have to remember. Suppose I'm telling, suppose here is a question, would you mind dash the door, within bracket open. How to do it? You have to remember the rule, simple, whenever you find in a sentence there is mind or enjoy. Simple word, mind or enjoy or any preposition, after that you have to use ing form, otherwise called as gerund. Suppose, would you mind dash the door, within bracket open, you find it here, mind means opening will be there, never mind dash there, within bracket go, never mind going, never mind sleeping, never mind running, never mind sleeping, never mind helping. Similarly, I enjoy. After enjoy, you have to use gerund or ing form, that is, I enjoy dash in the river, that is swim, I enjoy swim. So remember, first of all, I have told you, if I had men's, I would help, I would go. And after that, I told you ABP formula, that is after, before, by that time is past perfect. Now I taught you that whenever you find mind, enjoy or any preposition, suppose preposition, he went without to dash money, within bracket take, without is a preposition, so without taking, for taking, by taking, with taking, in taking, of taking, whatever it may be. Come to the board and see. I have told you that is ABB. ABB means after, before, by the time. Whenever you find these three conjunctions, you have to use it in a past perfect or perfect, as I have told you. By the time Gandhi died, India dash on freedom. By the time it is here, so you have to use it in past perfect, that is had got. I dash before he came, if you found it as before, that is good, that is so, it would be simple had gone. I posted it after I dash it within bracket right, so here after is there, so this is had written. Remember, here is a beautiful golden rule to remember where to use that past perfect form. In writing this past perfect form, there are two actions, that is previous action, that is subsequent action. In previous action, you have to use the past perfect form. So first, suppose at 10 o'clock I wrote this letter and I posted it at 11 o'clock, so the previous action is right, so had written. So by the time Gandhi died 1948, India got freedom in 1972. So the previous action is India's getting freedom. So India had got. Similarly, I had gone before he came. So she came at 8 o'clock, and I have read the place. I have gone in 7 action. This is by the time Gandhi died, India had got. This is your previous action. This is subsequent action. This is previous action. This is subsequent action. Posted after. This is previous action. This is subsequent or after action. So write them down and remember how it is interesting and pleasing to your mind. If you are already interested to know something, then you can know more and more and more. Write them down. Dear students, remember, the region of grammar is very vast and deep also. Whenever you are learning anything, so far as grammar is concerned, you have to put your 100% enthusiasm in it. And whenever you are reading, remember the Zen formula, Zen formula, that is, you have to start with the beginner's mind. That means you do not know much more things, just you are a beginner, you are starting something else. Lot of grammar questions are there are many solutions there. So in order to solve the questions, you have to know the basic rules, the ABC of grammar. So one important question comes to our minds: how a person solves all the questions grammatically correctly, and why others make a lot of mistakes. That means he lacks two things. First of all, he is having lack of interest. Number two, system of reading is erroneous or erratic. That is why he commits a lot of mistakes and secure less fewer marks in the examinations. So remember, of course, you are facing the examinations. You have to get ready for securing good marks. After examinations also, it helps you a lot. Suppose I am telling The difference between I will and I shall, you shall and you will, I must and you will, I must, I will, you must, you will. So there are a lot of internal meanings of modals. There are a lot of internal meanings of articles. There are a lot of meanings in possessive, demonstrative, etc. So the region is very fast. You have to very much interested to know these things. And I'm sure if you like this video, share and subscribe. Put attention. God bless you all.